the man who takes a stand for God and sweetest fatherland. But here's the place where we revere the heroes of our city dear.
Assassins when our work is done. Cornelius Slate, the swift left hook of the Vox Populi. Be trading Comstock's life for a new one. So be it. The Fitzroy woman and I are comrades of necessity. I doubt all the men who reddened Caesar's toga would still be seen breaking bread together in peacetime.
Our prophet Father Comstock, commander of the 7th Cavalry.
That man did not lead the 7th. Hell, I don't even remember the guy.
Corporal DeWitt proved his worth on the field that day.
Well, I'll be. Slate? Is that you?
You've always been different, haven't you, Booker? You crave no glory.
Look, I see you're caught up in some kind of jam here. If you could see fit to let us through to where they keep the shock jockey, then we'll...
That tin soldier, Comstock, once my boy's dead. We won't die at his hands.
There's going to be trouble.
All my men have left is a choice. Die at the hands of a tin soldier, or a real one!
Just give us the shock jockey.
If you want the vigor, Booker, you will give my men a soldier's death. They wait for you in
Perfect.
I'll try to keep you stocked with both bandages and ammo, but the right materials aren't always at hand.
Make sure you go to the Hall of Heroes to try out the brand new shock jockey, owning the power company.
What is this?
It's the Boxer Rebellion.
What happened there?
In Peking, it was my hand that put the city to the torch. Of course, that's not how Comstock tells it.
Was yellow skin and slanted eyes that did betray us with their lies until they crossed the righteous path of our prophet's holy wrath.
Oh, I read about this. Comstock led the Colombian troops to Peking.
Comstock wasn't there! The Boxers took my eye and 30 of my friends! Is there even a stone to mark that sacrifice?
Haven't found anything. Take this ammo. Take this.
Much obliged.
You see, young miss? You see the man that Comstock wishes he was? A real soldier.
I don't want to do this, Slate. Just give me what I need.
I will. After you do the same for me. Come and look for me amongst the ghost dancers.
Who are the ghost dancers?
Wounded knee. He means us to head to the other display.
Can you hear Comstock's tin soldiers coming to silence us? But we are the true patriots. The history that does not fit in their books.
Show up! Wonderful trip at your disposal!
The tin soldier is taking credit for the deeds of the real ones. Now your companion, young lady, he wrapped himself in glory on December 29, 1890.
What does he mean?
You don't want to know.
With hue and cry, with hatchet red, they danced amongst our noble dead. But when our soldiers took the field, the savage horde could only yield.
You were there. That wounded knee. I can see it in your face.
Tell her, Booker! Tell her how we strode that battlefield like the heroes of Sparta. I still hear the screams. This Comstock. Here's the soldier I spoke of! The kind of man Comstock pretends to be! See if I told you true!
Still looking.
You did them a favor, Booker. You let them die like men.
I didn't ask for this. I have no quarrel with these men.
Heroes never ask.
I never claimed to be no hero.
And what are you? If you take away all the parts of Booker DeWitt you tried to erase, what's left?
What did you try to erase?
Now that you're out of yours, you might realize cages have their advantages.
A choice is better than none, Mr. Dewey. No matter what the outcome.
Yeah. If you woke up one day and realized you didn't like what you chose.
I've got what you need, Booker. You will find me past the First Lady's memorial.
I've got ammo!
Stop, mate!
Say what you want about Lady Comstock. The woman had an eye for fashion.
You've seen what Comstock has done to my history. Now see how he's rewritten his own.
The seed of the prophet lay in the womb of Our Lady, but for a single week. Comstock had a child. My books never mention anything about a child.
That's quite an omission. Can't imagine that was by accident.
But the child took ill, and Our Lady prayed for the prophet's heir day and night. That's my tower.
Lo, while Daisy Fitzroy has murdered my beloved, she shall not have the child. She shall not come betwixt her and prophecy.
The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man.
You're Comstock's daughter.
No, I can't be. I can't.
He wants you to follow in his footsteps.
Well, I want a puppy, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get one.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
To those who loved me, I was the most generous of souls. There was no pain I would deny them, no betrayal I would not gladly give. And when I had scorched the hearts of all who loved me, the prophet said, "There is nothing you can do for which I will not forgive you. For God has granted me sight, and through his eyes, even you are loved."
I can get through these bars, but you're too broad. Let me scout ahead, see if there's some way to move forward. Look.
Is that?
It's a tear, something I can bring into this world.
It's a freight hook. Well, that's convenient.
As I said, it's a form of wish fulfillment.
That one! Now!
Sure thing. I feel there's more where that came from. Whenever I'd get anxious, tears have a way of appearing. Booker, do you see those tears? We can use them against Slate's men. That tear will get us access to higher ground. And that one will give us a turret.
And some cover.
Try that one! Turret, now!
Rockets, watch out! I don't have anything.
you've got there, Booker?
That's enough, Slate. We just need the vigor to get out of Columbia. We're taking it one way or another. Slate!
Make sure you go to the Hall of Heroes to try out the brand new Shock Jockey, owning the power company.
Keep your eye open for that shock jockey, Vigor.
Here's some cash. Here.
Great.
To the sky, Comstock bent his knee and saw with holy promise. Too rare is the man who takes a stab in human blood and sweetest fatherland. Here's the place where we revere the heroes of our city.
Tin men, Booker. That's what Comstock will turn us into. Wires and gears to replace heads and hearts.
Booker!
Judges,
Booker! The gears! I need more time to look.
You see, Booker? Maybe you're the man I remember. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. Comstock took our stories and scrubbed away our soul. Now, he's coming for me. And when I'm gone, all that will be left is the lie.
Just give us what we came for!
Done.
The whole place is ransacked. There ain't no shock jockey here.
Slate must have taken them. Look.
Slate. He's here.
What is that?
Comstock ships. He's coming for Slate.
It was Slate who killed for his country at Wounded Knee! It was Slate who stormed the gates at Peking! Slate!
Slate!
Comstock's coming, Booker. But our lives won't satisfy him. Oh, no. He won't rest until he's turned us into tin. I won't let
Need
him.
this?
He took my past, but that's all he's getting from me.
Just give us the vigor! We don't need to do this!
Here you go, boys. A soldier's death awaits. You're not the Booker DeWitt I remember! Tin Man! Tin Man! you can muster, soldier? Come on now, DeWitt! Don't disappoint the boys!
Vengeance is mine, saith the prophet. Mercy belongs to the Lord. As my eye is the compass.
Okay, Cat.
My men and I are doomed. Doomed as Noble Custer was at Little Bighorn. But we shall not yield to Comstock and his 10 soldiers. But my scout has seen him. Booker DeWitt is coming here, to the hall. DeWitt. We called him the White Engine of Wounded Knee for all the grisly trophies he claimed. Come on, DeWitt! Show me what you're made of! Might just grant us the peace we seek.
Push him out of cover!
You're not done here, soldier! Eat everything that's on your plate! Finish it! You're a tin man now! A tin man!
Press to shoot a bolt of electricity. Hold and release to create a shocking trap.
You spared him.
There wasn't no mercy. Comstock's men will surely take him.
Do you ever get used to it? Killing.
Faster than you can imagine.
This is it!
You know, those vigors seem very powerful. I'll do what I can to keep you stocked in salts.
Thanks.
Still looking! Here, ammo! Here!
Much obliged.
I'll see what else I can find. Booker, I can tell what Slate said bothered you. You showed me. Sometimes you have to do what's necessary to survive.
There's survival, and there's finding pleasure in the act.
Booker,
Look, you seem like a decent enough sort. That said, less you know about me, the better. Do it now.
Done!
That one!
On it! You've done this before, haven't you?
Make sure you go to the Hall of Heroes to try out the brand new Shock Jockey, owning the power company.
Seems right up your alley.
Really? That little old lock. It's done. Grab that. I found some money. Want it? Take it.
That'll do.
My men and I are doomed. shall not yield to Comstock and his 10 soldiers. But my scout has seen him. Booker DeWitt is coming here to the hall. DeWitt.
Mr. DeWitt,
The name's Booker.
I'll be certain to attend to that distinction. Booker, when there's a moment when we're not being shot at. If you're interested, I spotted some supplies over there.
Might just grant us the peace we seek.
What is anarchy if not a knife in the back of our prophet?
We're all gone. Come on out. I don't think I understand how you do what you do. These tears.
I always thought of them as doors. When I was younger, I didn't just open the ones I found. I remember making them.
Making them?
I could go wherever I wanted. But I always wanted to come back.
To what?
I don't know. My family?
Huh. How do you do that? Whatever it is.
You know how I said I had plenty of time to read? Well, I tried to figure it out. I read literature on physics and other such things.
Yeah? And what did that teach you?
That there's a world of difference between what we see and what is.
Competition when you have quality.
Booker up there. One of those shock jockey doors. Maybe we should take a look.
Oh, Preston is a sporting man, Miss Fitzroy. I won't steal up on you while you slumber like these Vox boys here with their pink stickers. That's one scalp to me. That's two. Now, when you hear this, I want you to square your affairs and come die in the side of the poets. You'll need a white man's weapon. Give this a try.
The gondola's coming!
He will abandon you, my sweet Elizabeth. Once he has what he needs, he will leave you alone. What else could you expect from a liar and killer of women?
Comstock.
Father, prophet, whomever you are, I'm leaving and there's naught you can do to stop me.
Oh, sweet child. That's where you're...
Go ahead.
All right!
Smash his brains out!
Rockets, be careful!
got no backbone.
Don't make me do this!
Go ahead.
Sure thing! Rockets!
Rejoice!
I'm looking!
Coward! Coward! Run and hide! Open it!
All right.
Could you take a look at this lock?
I'll see what I can do. Done. When you were unconscious on the beach, you kept repeating a woman's name. Anna.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pried. Where are you from, Mr. DeWitt?
New York.
What did you do there?
Business much like this. Something that really caters writing on a resume.
It was a fine thing you came along when you did.
How do you think I ended up here? I gambled, and now I owe money to men you don't want to be in debt to. I come here to pay it back. Me busting you out, what do you think that was? Charity?
Who sent you?
Somebody who was willing to take my marker in exchange for you.
So, looks like they call you the false shepherd.
And you the lamb.
Let's not call each other that.
Suits me.
How do you figure they'd know you'd be coming?
Either they've got a prophet on their side,
Har har.
or them that hired me also wrote the signs.
Why?
Got me.
Found some money.
Perfect.
Okay.
You all right?
I want to see Paris. I want to see everything.
It's up to you now. There's no one...
Wait, what is that? 40 north by 74 west. That's not Paris, that's New York.
How'd you know that?
One thing I had in that tower was time, Mr. DeWitt. Time to study things like geography.
I owed money. And there's a fellow who... He offered to wipe away my debt in exchange for you. Come on. Come on. Everything's gonna be okay. Will you just turn around and talk to me and we can...